Welcome, race fans. Today it is 96 days until Daytona.
This is Talkin' Track.
With Chrissy.
And I'm Joe. Hey race fans, today is 96 days until Daytona 500. The current driver would be Jeffrey Earnhardt, number 96. Rocking my free t-shirt that I won from Extreme Concepts in IK9. That was pretty cool of you guys. Thank you. It came in today. Pretty excited. Also came with a awesome Jeffrey Earnhardt hero card that's going to go up here shortly. But we came here today to talk about the history of the 96 car. Like I mentioned, the current driver this season for 10 races was Jeffrey Earnhardt. He had an average start of 34th and an average finish of 32nd, but we've got some really good hopes for him next year. He's driving 9 races for Joe Gibbs Racing in the Xfinity Series. That car traditionally has done pretty well, usually resulting in 1 win and multiple top 5, so I'm really excited to see what he can do as a wheelman behind that car. One of the more notable drivers of the 96 car is current team owner Richard Childress. He went full-time in that 96 car in 1971, making his debut in the 1969 Talladega as a scab when Big Bill France Sr. came and asked him to drive when there was a driver's strike. He had 108 starts in that car, but didn't take home the bacon, resulting in 0 wins. He did, however, score 3 of his 6 top 5s of his career in that 96 car. For the 1976 season, Richard Childress would change from the 96 car to his now famous 3 car, made famous by the Intimidator. The current driver of that 3 car is Austin Dillon, grandson of Richard Childress and the 2018 Daytona 500 champion. For the 2005 season, famous Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman formed a racing team called Hall of Fame Racing. Tony Raines' best finish in that 2006 season came at the Baker America 500 at Charlotte. He finished 7th after leading 23 laps. For the 2007 season, Tony Raines became the full-time driver, except for the 2 road courses where road course ringer Ron Fellows filled in for Watkins Glen and Sonoma. The best finish of that season actually came by Ron Fellows, finishing 4th. Tony Raines only managed to finish 1 top 10 all season and finished 29th in driver's points. For the 2008 season, Hall of Fame Racing actually ended up switching to Toyota for the season, which was Toyota's 2nd season in NASCAR, and ended up joining an alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing. Thankfully, Joe Gibbs Racing didn't force them out. For the 2008 season, the Hall of Fame Racing team changed drivers to J.J. Yaley. He drove 17 of those races. Taking over for J.J. Yaley was Ken Schrader. He drove 10 of those races that season, followed by Joey Logano, who is one of the current Championship Cup contenders. He drove 2 of those races. P.J. Jones drove a race, and Brad Coleman also drove a race for the 96 car that season. Then for the 2009 season, Hall of Fame Racing switched to Ford, merged with Robert Yates Racing. Bob Labonte drove the majority of those races. Ask.com sponsored Bob Labonte for the majority of those races, but later they pulled their sponsorship. That would cause Bob Labonte to get pulled from the car and replaced by Eric Darnell, who drove 7 of the last 12 races. Some other notable drivers of the 96 car was actually Dale Earnhardt himself. He drove 4 races in 1978. For the 2017 season, DJ Kennington drove the 96 car only 1 time, that was Daytona. He ended up getting caught in one of the big ones, which was one of the 16 car pileups. Aside from the last 2 seasons, 2018 and 2017, no one actually drove the car from 2010 to 2016. The previous driver was in 2009, which was Bobby Labonte and Eric Darnell. The number 96 really hasn't seen a whole lot of victory lanes, and actually only 2. The first one coming by Ray Elder on January 10th, 1971. Yeah, a couple races before Daytona. The first race of the season, actually. The second and only other win for the 96 car was the following year by Ray Elder once again. He took that to victory lane June 18th of 1972, both times at Riverside, California. Thanks for taking a look back at the number 96 car's history. We'll see you at Daytona.